Hello everyone, this is Fab. I just have to show this. This is the craziest Age of Empires Definitive Edition game I've ever played, and you'll shortly see why. Okay, here we go. So first of all, we see my perspective. So what I was doing in this game, I was just playing some Age of Empires, just like the usual. In the meantime, I was also watching some YouTube videos and everything, so I was just not paying that much attention. So this is me, and then if we disable the Fog of War, then we see my neighbor, who's called Tutti Bouron, or Tutti Bouron. Sounds a bit French. And yeah, he's just living right here, and then our enemy is in the red here. And in the yellow as well, and you see it on the mini-map. And immediately you see he's kind of between the crossfire, because these players are way more aggressive than he is or than I am. I'm not a very aggressive player usually. So yeah, I'm just focusing on myself, and on the other side they're also just focusing a bit. And I will skip a little bit because I'm just in the dark age. I have 9 villagers, so it's not very interesting. So as you see, I'm just working on my economy, just going to the mill, eating up these cows, and going to shortly onto these ibex. And as you see on the other side, they're also just doing economy. Blue actually looks to be quite experienced, quite an experienced player, but you will see, you guys will see what happens. Oh, and by the way, and now everyone advances to the next stage. So no one actually put anything in the chat yet in my team. So I make a mill here, and I just gonna make some farms, and first my barracks is going up. And then, yeah, here it kind of starts. We notice this siege workshop.
Yes.
And red is also the Cumans. That's a very aggressive civilization. And yeah, well, he pinged. Like, you can ping in game. And then I see on the minimap where he pinged. And he pinged like something is happening here. And of course some battering ranks come in. And I'm just working on my economy, okay? So don't blame me. I made this because I wanted to help, but I kind of also didn't want to help because it's just a lot of trouble to help him, while at the same time working on my economy. So I want to help him, okay? Don't get me wrong. But he's kind of managing, so I thought like it's fine, you know. It will work out, and if it gets really bad, I have these 2 barracks to make some men-at-arms to come and help him. So yeah, well, he kind of gets his towers kind of get destroyed by these battering rams, and at the same time on the other side of the map, like here is also these are also enemies. The gray one and the orange one, but nothing is happening here. They're just very peaceful, and at the same time, my flank, it's called, because it's on my flank, I'm the pocket player, is getting, yeah, it kind of looks like the Russia-Ukraine situation. But then he made some knights, so these knights are will probably stop his advance. And I was like, it's fine. So let's just give it a bit. Yeah, of course it gets a little bit more heated. Here he destroys all of these archers. So it's not a big deal. He can manage this, okay? At the same time, I'm on 3 town centers, so on 3 places I'm producing a lot of villagers. Oh, Rucker is online. He's called Ruben. I usually play this game with him. Blue makes a town center to also produce more vills and to defend against these rams and everything. At the same time, the other flank on the top side is also being attacked. But he's actually managing quite well. He seems to be an alright player, and also they make a castle. Some problems do arise here because, yeah, well, Yeah, and I finally start helping him. I send my scout cavalry. And we kind of finish off these battering rams together. Of course, I'm not doing a lot. I'm just having my scout cavalry here. Red doesn't have the best economy. Yellow also doesn't have a really good economy. Purple does. Purple is their best team player, basically. And here it comes. Yellow sends a lot of conquistadors, and they are about to attack. At the same time, they are managing here on this northern side, so that's fine. Meanwhile, I'm still like making villagers on villagers. I already have 57 population. Another one that's very good is Purple. He got the same population as me, so we are both basically booming. Oh, and here, yeah. So Blue says to me, "Show up," and I'm saying like, "Yes, coming soon." And earlier I reacted with saying yes. So the conquistadors come in, the rams are in, the archers are there, some spearmen, and all of Blue's villas get demolished. He tries to build a castle, but then the conquistadors come in. They are really annoying, very annoying. 4 battering rams come in, and I'm finally making some units because I see the writing on the wall. It just doesn't look very promising. It looks like Blue is gonna die. On the same time, in the northern side, it's kind of equal. No one is having the upper hand. But here it's clear that Blue is going down. It's just very clear. So yeah, I'm building archery ranges because I need to make some javelin men that can that are very strong counter against the archers and the conquistadors. So yeah, I'm taking all these army units and just sending them in to try and save him. Of course, there's not a lot more to save. He says, "I'm dead, 90 vills, GG." And at this point I say, hold on. Because I'm like, yeah, it's kind of my fault that he died. But at the same time, my economy is quite good. So we should be able to get something. And then Drasad is on this side. And he's saying, "No mental, go report him." So he wants to report Blue. I later talked to him. He wants to report Blue because Blue left. Here you see. At the same time, my army is finally built up here. And yeah, I'm kind of managing to hold Red off, basically. Also, my score is now the highest in the game because look at this thriving economy. It's just everywhere. I got ants, like an anthill here. Look, in comparison. Actually, he has a lot as well. Now it's 3 versus 4, basically. Okay, so my army is going towards red now. And Mangonel is following, so a bit dangerous. The castle of Blue never got built, so very unfortunate. And Blue is now completely out, okay? So he's gone, okay? He's gonna play another game. He's not interested anymore. So yeah, I'm not really noticing that this Mangonel was behind me. So yeah, I kind of get destroyed already here. So that's pretty sad. But then I noticed and I destroyed the Mangonel. And yeah, and this is just a very powerful army. There's not a lot of chance I can win this. So yeah, I start building up some more barracks, some more archery ranges, and on the other side they just walled everything off. And yeah, there my army gets destroyed. And now it's properly a 4 versus 3. Okay, so finally I got some army build up. And I'm actually attacking red, so Blue died and I'm the only one left on this side. I'm up basically against yellow and red now, okay? here nothing is really happening. But on the top side, it's pretty brutal. Look here nothing. I'm gonna build a castle here to annoy red. Oh, and yeah, here it starts. Gray says, dude, GG. So he wants to throw in the towel, and I'm like, we will win, guys. Hold on. And Teal does nothing. So Teal is this color. It seems a lot like Japanese, but could be Chinese. It's not South Korean, I know. Okay, my castle gets denied. But yeah, well, Teal does nothing. So this guy, this Teal guy, makes some units, but there's not really anything going on there. By the way, oh, we missed a lot. But I made a lot of Condicheros at the same time. Those are very powerful melee units. And I kind of destroyed this town center here from Red. Red has some town centers here. He has a town center here, and he has one here. So he was doing alright on the economy. But yeah, he starts making knights. And I immediately, when they roll out of the stable, I destroy them. So they pretty much get beaten straight away. Also, the conquistadors get beaten. But at the same time, at the top, they are just pushing through. Like, because this Teal guy is not doing a lot. I managed to destroy these stables actually. Oh yeah, and then Teal and their Gray starts again. Teal does nothing. The trap, oh my god. So his castle gets destroyed from Drasad, which is the Gray player. If he gets destroyed, then it's actually 2 versus 4. Okay, so 2 players, me and Teal, that is not responding against 4 players. And he's like, oh my god, seriously? And they roll into his base. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Teal is not doing a lot. But at the same time, I'm finally in Red's base. So I'm taking revenge for Blue, who was basically destroyed early on. Yellow tries to make some conquistadors, but yeah, I'm at this point. My conquistadors are very powerful. Also, my score is the top. I have the top score of the game, and this is my economy at the moment. I have all these woodcutters and all these farms and everything. Oh yeah, and here a lot of Condicheros are waiting. I forgot to send them in. Yeah, so my castle finally gets finished. I sent a lot of villagers. Gray is getting absolutely demolished. So basically, Red is kind of taken out of the game. Yellow is not performing that well. He is making a big wall to protect him because he has some trade going on here. And oh, and there we go again. Red is gone. I'm gone too. Hold on, I say again. I repeat myself with hold on, and then this Gray guy, he has some villagers here, but everything in his base gets destroyed. And he's like, dude, open up your eyes. And then I'm like, dude, you will win, just stay in. And then I attacked Yellow's base immediately because Gray was like freaking out. Like, Teal is fucking do nothing. Why you been your side but no us? Teal, don't take sides if you don't know how to play. So he's like cursing at Teal that doesn't speak English probably because he's from another native language. So yeah, Red is actually dying, so that was pretty good. Now Gray gets absolutely destroyed, and he says like, "Shut up and do something." And I'm like, and I'm the whole time I'm like, "Just stay in, just purple dies in a minute, just wait." And I'm having this desperate fight with Yellow. I'm just sending everything to Yellow because we need some good news. Let's just keep it at that. If someone invades you, then if another player leaves, like Blue was already dead, if he is also completely dead. I need to be at least in yellow's base. So this war could have been... Oh, I made some trebuchets to finish off this castle here in red's base. But yeah, I'm just throwing all my resources against yellow and just made a lot of extra barracks. Yeah. At the same time, Gray says, "Green, you have no siege, you cannot push." So basically, he says, I'm very stupid because I only used infantry and I can never destroy any buildings here. My melee units are actually very good against buildings, so you kind of was mistaken in that case. And I do have siege here, but I forget to use these trebuchets. I finally used them now here. Red actually managed to make some units here, but at the same time my units are very strong. They do get destroyed, but I will make some more units and it's gonna be fine. Okay, now Gray is just spamming in the chat for food. That's a taunt where that you get food, that you need food. So I sent him 1,000 food just to keep him alive. Like he is now living here, and he has 2 town centers and building a third and a fourth, but his base is completely empty. Although I must say, Teal managed to get a front going here, but it's not, as you see, it's not really that strong. But yeah, now it gets interesting. I get all these 26 Condecheros. I get them all in the back of Purple's base. So Purple is the top player of their team and actually of the whole game. But I managed to get a lot of infantry in there because he overcut his wood actually. There used to be a forest here, and yeah, he kind of cut all the forest here. Oh, he almost even let the open the gate as well. I don't know why I'm doing this, but yeah, my units are now destroying a lot here, and as you see, I'm kind of taking the score lead. Also, yellow is just massing this incredibly large army that's very strong against my units. A few units managed to get in Purple's economy, and it's just a dumpster fire, so that's pretty cool. But at the same time, Gray gets invaded again by all these hussars. I also have some units that are very vulnerable to these kind of raids, but it's very sad how Gray gets annihilated again here, you see. But I did send him 1,000 food again, so he kind of manages to hold on. At the same time, I survived here, and I'm fighting here a little bit. Oh no! All the melee units in this base are... Oh no, actually, some managed to hold on and destroy even more villagers, so that's funny. But yeah, I'm just fighting in Yellow's base, but at the same time he already evacuated. He's building this very large farmstead. He just made a ton of villagers. In my own base I saw these orange guys coming. They destroyed all my gold villagers. So I just made a castle in my base just for safety measures. Then I saw him coming into my base. Pretty sad, but I managed to put my villagers actually in the town center, so they are safe. Here all villagers got destroyed actually. But meanwhile I'm still fighting on in Yellow's base. I managed to destroy everything in Yellow's base actually. I even destroyed this castle. But Yellow is messing up a large army. And he has a new economy here, and yeah, he still has some trade units going on here, and it's just it's not it's still like a player that's in the game. Red meanwhile just got destroyed. He has nothing left. Here, there you see it. He just disappeared because his last building got destroyed. Here on top, Teal manages to hold on, and
Food, please. Food,
that's
please.
quite crazy. But it's basically because Purple, the strongest player after me now at this point, kind of got flanked by me. So that's basically he kind of has a two-front war going on. And he also has to focus on his backside here. And now he's making a castle here. And he's sending all these military units. And I managed to sneak some villagers in here. And that's very funny. I sneaked them in here. I sneaked the castle in here. And yellow is now just... is last. Yellow's last TC. Except for this one is also being fired on. And I finally noticed the trade that was just going on here. Here, they get 153 gold. It's a lot. And then they bring it back to their own market here. So I really need to shut this down. Meanwhile, Purple kind of regained his control back here. But I made a lot of barracks on this side. Also, this big wall is just basically useless because I just walk through here. But now Purple has a large army here. So now we are an hour in and I'm basically carrying the team pretty much. It's just a shit show, just keep it at that. But when I was playing this, I was so focused and I was like clicking everywhere. Here, if we go to my player and if we put view lock on, you will see what I'm doing. I'm clicking here, building some. Like in panic, building some archery ranges. I'm making these units. I'm going here. I'm just in pure panic mode and I don't know what's happening. I'm going to my economy, then again back to this fight. I'm going back to destroy this market. Yeah, well, you see what I'm doing. I'm like all over the map and I'm seeing this army approach and I'm like, oh no. Also, Gray kind of rebounded. Also probably because I sent him like food every time. And his economy is coming up here and here. And this is kind of where the show off between me and Purple starts. Purple is now has a lower score than me. But he was fighting here and he was fighting here. So he's kind of spread out. Actually, he just completely left here. He only has some light cavalry, but it's also coming towards here. So Purple's focusing completely on me right now. But Yellow is actually rebounding. So if Yellow rebounds, it will be again 3 versus 3. Meanwhile, Orange is kind of beating both Teal and Gray. And yeah, I'm just telling them to hold on, but they have champions, and champions just are very good against halberdiers, and they're just not making any units at all. So yeah, was quite disturbing actually to see this. Except for these halberdiers, I just noticed. Yeah, at the same time I'm doing pretty good, but I'm really lacking some siege units to take down these castles. I'm actually... Oh, they actually destroyed my castle on the hill, but I'm already making a new one with this unit. I made a town center here, so I want to get this gold going. And I made a bombard cannon, and that one is going towards this castle to destroy it. My units actually get destroyed now because he has a lot of longbowmen. Oh, Yellow is actually here. He's... Oh man. Yellow has like the perfect units to just destroy everything here, because they're just only making halberdiers. Now it's kind of 3 versus 3 again, and yeah, we are now 1 hour and 12 minutes in. We just have this farming echo. These are my farms, and here are Teal's farms, and it's just switching between the scores who has the upper hand. Oh, and but I said like, hold on guys, they are almost dead. Like it's just a stalemate. Oh. Okay, So something incredibly bad happens. They use an onager to destroy these trees. At the same time, I'm kinda winning here. They are kinda okay here. All these units stream into my base and his base here, as you can see. All my villagers just get absolutely murdered. Very sad. And yeah, so this would actually be a death blow, but I was like, whatever. They destroyed all my villagers. But then I send in my units. Yeah, I kinda beat purple here, so I thought I could send some units forwards, and I destroyed some units here. And then they sent all their halberdiers to kind of save me. But yeah, not a lot is saved. Every worker that was working here is dead now. I only have I have 29 villagers left who are just in the town center basically. And I have some villagers here and some villagers here, mining some gold and everything. So yeah, but it didn't really matter. I had some resources. I just kept going at it. Here some villagers could return, 29 of them. At the start I probably had 100 there, but yeah. So the trebuchets, I made some trebuchets from this castle, and they destroyed basically this castle. So now, yeah, it's just basically right open. Finally we have some control. Of course these hand cannoneers are very good against his units, so finally Theo is really stepping up his game. Oh, that's very funny. Theo couldn't talk, but he could ping things like that there were like hussars here, and that my units were not doing anything, but I didn't really notice it. I'm more of a... Oh, yeah, okay. Then I sent some more units forward, or they went there automatically. Now it's going to get bad, because all my army got slaughtered. I'm just making some condottiero. Some melee units. Oh yeah, and I put some bombard cannons here to destroy this, but I kind of forgot about them. Yeah, but I only have some condottiero here. And they are messing up all these horses and all these champions. And yeah, well, and here it looks to be going our way. But yeah, this is not good. Look, if he has all these units and all these units, it doesn't seem good. So I'm approaching their combined forces, and well, these get slaughtered at first sight, basically. And these champions are very good against my units. As well as most of those horses. So my army, I just didn't expect that there were so many units all of a sudden. Okay, and now he is approaching. He made some trebuchets, and I'm just like, I don't have gold. I can't make any units because only gold is good. Gold units are good against these champions. So I'm like, what the hell must I do? Because I'm just here. This is my view log. I'm like, I have no clue what to do right now. And then I went to my market, and I just sold all my other resources just to build a few units, gold units. And I also made the second castle here, so that was very convenient. And I used these villagers to repair it basically. But yeah, yellow went just straight for my castle, and most of his units couldn't really attack. So I could kind of slaughter them actually. And at the same time I was repairing the castle. He didn't use all of his units, which was pretty stupid, purple. And I actually kind of got the upper hand here, so because they were retreating, and I didn't have a lot left. I just had 8 condotieros and some elite crossbowmen and a castle. So it was crazy. I thought I'm done, you know, but I managed to push through. Here on the top side, of course, purple couldn't help. And yellow was also on my side, so it was only orange. So they beat orange, actually. Both my teammates beat orange. And I kind of beat their combined arms. They had some trebuchets going here. But yeah, at this point, orange left, actually. Orange left at first because his base got invaded. And I'm like in the chat, yes! Finally, finally. It was already 1.5 hours in this game. And oh man, it felt so terrible. And they were saying like lagging mess, just this is giving some excuses. And I say, GG, good game. And they end up destroying my castle again. But yeah, I don't mind. I was so happy, and this all happened like 1 hour ago, so I made this video immediately. And that was the game, and it was so intense. I just was on the edge of my seat like the whole game. Oh man. And I really had to convince Gray to stay and send him resources and just send him some mental support. Here are some statistics of the game. Here's the timeline. You see, I have the most villagers here. I made the best economy at the start. Blue didn't have anything for most of the game. Gray also kind of died. They still had 4 players, but then red died. I had a lot of army. Here a lot of villagers got beaten down. At some point, purple had 147 villagers, so that's quite high. Me, I had 125, so that's also pretty good. Blue never came across 42, and also red didn't. Technology wise, I wasn't very interesting. Here's the economy, how much food, wood, stone and gold you collected. I collected a lot, but I never collected more than anyone else of 1 resource. So I did send the most tribute, so I was the most generous player of the game. Then we get to the military stats. I killed 1100, and purple also killed 1100, so it was pretty crazy. Yeah, blue didn't do anything. Red killed blue, but then didn't do anything. Gray didn't really do anything. Teal was actually very strong, I see now, so that was, yeah, that was quite alright. And yeah, I had the highest military scores, so and the society, because I made 8 castles, which is also a lot. And it was just an intense struggle, basically the whole game. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. It was just a very intense and enjoyable game for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not gonna make any more of these videos. At least if I find an even better game, I will upload it. This was probably my best game ever. So my next videos are gonna be about, I'm gonna tell some stories, and they're gonna be pretty cool. So just stay updated. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.